Before the MECA, I've been in audio video class for since my freshman year, and I've been in the audio video production class ever since. It was easy for me to compete in, assuming the fact that I had plenty of experience with cameras and editing beforehand. There was a time when I edited a highlight but never went out and recorded one myself. Yeah, being in a team was much easier because every now and then I wouldn't know what to do, and having a partner and having more opinions on what to get made it a lot easier. Overall, it was generally a good experience. It was a good learning experience, and it was fun all around. Hopefully, I do good there too. I'm not sure what to expect though.
I wanted to compete to gain new experiences. Definitely helped to be in MACA when competing in Skills USA. Putting together packages and highlights is something we do regularly, so I was familiar with it. Going in, it was easier. I knew I had someone who I could depend on. Like if I felt lost or we had questions, I could go to him, he could go to me. Thoughts would flow. So we were going out and we were filming something, and then we were come back and editing it on our own, and we've done that before. It was nice to get some knowledge about Skills USA. I had no idea what it was, and I think we'll do good.
Oh, my main part of Skills USA was the camera floor director. I'm the one who takes charge of all three cameras and take care of the anchors to see if they're ready. I give the position to say 30 seconds, 15 seconds, or the ending time. I'm just the main floor director that gives direction from the other side, which is the director. Yes, it would be my first time competing in Skills USA. I was nervous, a bit nervous, but then towards the end of the competition, I was okay. I practiced for a good while. A good while. I don't know how long, but a good while. I'll tell you that much. I'm expecting us, the whole entire team, to win first place for state for we go to Kansas.
My part for Skills USA, I was a co-anchor with Emily, and we basically told the news, which was really, really fun. I had an experience here at the MACA doing co-anchor again with Emily for one of the packages. Overall, I feel really proud of myself because I actually did something and finished what I did, because usually I'm a person that starts something and doesn't finish it at all. What persuaded me to do this was I was doing it with my three best friends, and we all worked as a team, and I knew that the four of us would do great. Uh, in a way, I guess what really put me in a position was just our nerves, being nervous. Yes, it did a lot because again, I've had experience here.
My job for Skills USA was I was the technical director. So basically, I was behind the scenes and I was running how the cameras, what was on, and I was telling directions to the floor director. I feel like after a while, it became a little easier, but it was still much of a challenge because I had to not only focus on myself, but I had to focus on my teammates and to make sure that they were doing what they had to do. Well, we were practicing uh, maybe like a month before the competition, and we would practice 3 times a week at least for hours. We would stay after school, sometimes until 6 o'clock. We would practice for a very long time. The way that we would practice, we would make sure that it was as close to the real thing as possible, just so we knew if there was no, I guess, curveballs. So we practice just as if it was, yeah, the real thing. Okay, yes, here at the MAC, I have learned a lot. I am very passionate about film in general, so I have learned a lot, even like the basics up until like a bunch of small technical things to help my videos come out better. So with the Skills USA, now that I know how to, I'm fairly okay at directing. That'll help me know how I want my videos like in the future to be. Now I have more of an idea of how to take control. Knowing that my teammates were also my friends at first, well, I guess there was positives and negatives to it. I'm very comfortable with them, so that made me feel a little bit more relaxed. However, knowing that they were my friends, there were times where I guess we couldn't take each other seriously, and we had to learn how to put our own personal feelings aside and work on what we had to get done, like without thinking, like without taking it to heart, basically.
Okay, so at Skills USA, I was an anchor. I was a co-anchor with my friend Jalissa, and what we would do is we would write stories, and we would basically sit down and deliver the news. It was both easy and hard. It was easy because I felt comfortable doing it, and it was something that I really enjoyed. But it was hard because I've never done it before, and especially at a competition. Well, we practiced actually a month before the competition, and we practiced 3 days a week, and we practiced during our during school time, and we practiced after school. So we practiced a great amount of time, but it was kind of short. Yeah, I think most definitely it did get us ready for the competition, because when the day came, I felt really confident in what we were going to do. What I'm going to do differently is to try to memorize my script a little more, because I noticed when I looked back at our video, I kept looking down a lot, and that was one of the things that they said. And I was nervous, as anyone would be that day, and my voice was a little different than usual, so I will try to work on that at state. I'm going to be taking this class again next year because I really enjoy being here and making videos and editing, and I really like being around my friends, and it's something that we all enjoy, and this is something that I want to continue as a career. Yes, I'm going to be competing in Skills USA again next year, because I know next year I'll feel more confident in myself and more confident in my teammates, and I know that we can do better than we are doing right now.
It was hard. It took almost all the time up till like 2 days before, because all the details in the background of the thing, of the poster, was pretty long. Took a long time. It's a movie poster for like of knights and stuff. It's all the way back in the old times and medieval times. I've always wanted to make movies. I want to be an actor or director or voice actor. And that's my dream.
Actually, I'm pretty happy that we made it to state. I made it last year too, so I mean, I was confident that I was going to be able to make it this year too. Basically, what I did was the shield and the helmet was actually just a drawing I started doing on my own time. And I ended up just making it into my Skills USA project, and then I started adding the backgrounds and stuff, and added all the lettering. Most of it. I had to take some of the textures because, as you could tell, doing textures by hand is going to be really hard. So the drawing, the helmet is original, shield is original. I just added textures onto it to make it look more realistic. For our Skills USA project, we could do multiple things. I chose to do a video game. So we have to size it up and make it the same size to fit on a case. And that's what I did. Yes, that's how it looks like all together. Then we have to put it inside a game case to show that it's a game.
I feel super happy because it's my last year and I got second place, and it's real important to me about my art and everything. I am super happy that I won state because it's my last year as a senior, and my art is very important to me, and graphic designs is a big part of my life, so winning state was a lot for me. Okay, well, it's a kind of like an Ebenezer Scrooge story where he gets visited by the three ghosts, but instead he gets visited by a fairy, and it's not a he, it's a she called Simona. And she's like an evil lady, you know, like same story as Ebenezer Scrooge. And well, you know, at the end of the story, everything's happy-dory and great and nice. Yeah. Actually, the name for her, Simona, the meaning for the name is actually in the title. So that's pretty cool. And it's like French or something.